May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from. May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen. Amma ba'd fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. As-salatu wa salamu alayka ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. As-salatu wa salamu alayka ya Nabiyallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Noorallah. MashaAllah Azza wa Jal, welcome back to our program Spiritual Cures. This program, remember, it's your program. We need to do istikhara. If you need anything, then inshallah Azza wa Jal, we are here in this program for your istikharas and also for your other requests for ta'wizat or any other wazaif that you need. And today also, inshallah Azza wa Jal, I want to be talking about some of the causes of deprivation. Tang dasti. Is there anything that we could do as Muslims? And hopefully, inshallah, I'm going to go through a list of things that Amir Ahl Sunnat has told us that they could be the reason of deprivation, the reason for why we are having problems in our families, in our homes, with our health as well. So I got a message. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am taking medication. Is there anything that I could read that will cut down my medication? Okay, inshallah Azza wa Jal. One very important thing is that if you are taking medications, then please remember, do not stop the medications without your doctor's permission. Always have a meeting with your doctor and make sure that whatever wazaif even we give you, whatever ta'wizat we give you, inshallah Azza wa Jal, get them hand in hand with your medication, but do not stop your medication and go on to these. So make sure that you carry on with your medications unless your doctor has advised to do so. So it's very important that we take on the doctor's advice as well. A wazifa that you can read to get problems removed, inshallah Azza wa Jal. The very famous wazifa that we've given, I think last time as well, is 111 times if you can recite Ya Salamu. Ya Salamu, 111 times if you can recite Ya Salamu, and inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala will give you blessings. But please, like I said before, do not stop your medication. Carry on with them as well. As we get some messages through, hopefully, inshallah Azza wa Jal, I've got a very important thing that I wanted to discuss with you as well about causes of deprivation. So some of the causes of deprivation that maybe all these deprivations, all these problems that we're having, we're earning a lot of money, but there's no barakat in that money. Yeah, at home there's always quarrels and arguments and fights. Children are disobedient. Maybe there's a few things that we need to understand. There is a common complaint that the budget which used to be sufficient for the whole month now finishes within a shorter period, within 15, 16 days, our budget is over. We're having to scrape through the whole month to get there. Now, very important thing is, have we recited Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before eating? Now, you might be thinking, what's that got to do with all the deprivation of the problems that I have home? It does make a lot of difference. And that's what we're going to learn today. So try to read Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim before you eat food as well. So the first thing that I was mentioned is to eat without washing the hands. Now that is one of the main causes of deprivation, is to eat food without washing the hands. So maybe you've worked maybe in a factory or even the office, you are working, and without washing your hands, you've sat down to eat. Now what is going to happen? That is going to cause barakati, deprivation in the family, in the house as well. To eat without covering the head. So if someone is eating and he hasn't covered his head, that is also a sign of deprivation. That will also cause deprivation. So make sure that whenever you sit down and you eat, you always cover your head, either with a topi, with an imamah, or even with a cloth on your head. And inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala will give barakat in your food and in your earnings as well, inshallah Azza wa Jal. To eat in the dark, to eat in the dark is also one of the signs of deprivations. So make sure that, it's also for health and safety reasons as well. We should never ever eat in the dark or drink in the dark. Like for example, a glass of water. If you have a habit of having a glass, which is a good habit, try to have a glass of water near your bedside. But try to cover that water. You just put your mobile phone on top of there, or even something so that it's covered. Gee, we've got a message. Code word Rajab. I want you to do istikhara for my driving exam. I have already failed once and I want you to give wazifa for success and do dua as well. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, I'll give you a wazifa for your driving exam, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Now a lot of people, sometimes what happens is when they do go for that exam, they fail. They get a bit disheartened. I know what it feels like because I failed in my first test as well. I passed in my second one. That was way back in 1994, I think it was. But it was easy at that time, I'll be honest with you. Nowadays, tests are very hard. The money-wise as well, you're looking about 60 to 70 pounds on the day of test, including your test fees, including the lesson, including another hour for the car that you have to borrow. So again, it's a lot of cost as well involved. So hopefully, inshallah Azza wa Jal, I will try to give you a wazifa for your driving exam as well, inshallah. But remember, there is one exam that is going to come and which we all need to prepare for, and that is the exam and the test of the grave. How much have we prepared for that test? How much have we prepared for it? We all know, we should all know if we have prepared for that as well. So please make sure that we do spend our time in learning about the deen as well. Ji, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My child is 6 years old, but he does not eat properly. He is losing weight. Is there anything that I could help him with? Inshallah Azza wa Jal. Definitely. Number one is, sometimes, children, if they're eating chocolates and sweets and crisps, then they won't even eat the main meal. So make sure that you don't let them eat crisps. They might cry, they might throw a tantrum, but make sure that you don't feed them with chocolates and crisps, and then obviously they're not going to eat anything else. So just make sure that inshallah Azza wa Jal, they are not fed with junk food, but the proper food as well. Code word Attari. I am doing exam for taxi and I am not getting success in it. I tried for six or seven times. Please do istikhara and send wazifa. There is a very beautiful wazifa that you can read as well. For every permissible purpose, whatever good reason that you have, whether you are in the state of wuzu or not, keep reciting this wazifa. قلت حيلتي أنت وسيلتي أدركني يا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. While standing, sitting and walking, you will not be unsuccessful, inshallah Azza wa Jal. So again, for the person who asked for the wazifa for her driving test, that is a very beautiful wazifa that you can read. So whilst you are driving, then you can recite قلت حيلتي أنت وسيلتي أدركني Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala give you all the success. But remember one thing, do not give up. Now this could be for our brother who sent in the message regarding istikhara for himself as well, for the taxi. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala give you barakat in that as well. Back to the causes of deprivation. Number 4 is to eat and drink while sitting at the doorstep. Now, in the summer, what normally happens is people will be sat outside and they'll be sat on the doorstep. So, istara, do not eat at the doorstep. That is also a reason for deprivation, be barakati, to eat near the deceased. So, if there is a janaza, then don't eat near the janazah, but do eat away from there as well. To delay eating after the food has been served. So if the food has been served, don't delay in eating the food, but rather start to eat the food. Do not delay that as well. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Can you please do dua for my boys to become practical alim deen? Inshallah Azza wa Jal. That is a very beautiful intention. May Allah Ta'ala make them successful. May Allah Azza wa Jal give them blessings. And to become an alim deen, mashallah, we know the blessings of becoming a scholar. One is a hafiz. So even if your children, mashallah, are doing hifaz, they become hafiz of Quran, make sure that you spend time on them as well. Make sure you give them time. Make sure they attend the madrasa. If you want to make them a hafiz of Quran, on Monday they've got football, on Tuesday they come to the madrasa, on Wednesday they got a karate lesson, on Thursday they come to the madrasa, Friday they can't come to the madrasa. That's 5 days in a week they're not coming. In 2 days, it's not going to be possible. And this is sadly what I've seen. Yeah, maybe you're watching and maybe you got the same problem as well. It is a problem because you are making your children Hafiz-e-Quran and you're not sending them to the madrasa. So if you want to make them Hafiz-e-Quran, you've got to give time. Just like if your children are studying in a college or uni and they don't go every day, they're going to miss their lessons, they're going to miss their lectures. And if they miss them lectures and their lessons, they're going to struggle in their exam. In the same way, if you want your son to become alim ad-deen, or you want to become your daughter to become alima ad-deen, but they don't go to the madrasa or the jami'ah, then what's going to happen is they're not going to be successful. And so many parents I know, sadly, because I've been in this line when I was 15 years old, so I've been in this line for more than 30 years now. And most of the time you see parents, they've got this jazba, this enthusiasm, yeah, I want to make my son Hafiz-e-Quran. And then when he comes down the line, they only come for 1 or 2 days a week or 3 days a week, or they might miss a day. Even 1 day missing in the madrasa time is a big loss. And then at the end what happens is once they've completed their Hafiz-e-Quran, mashallah, Hafiz Saab's got har around his neck, Mithaiyan Taqseem, we have a massive jalsa, and then what happens? You don't see him again. That is not a Hafiz. Don't be a Hafiz by name. Yeah, be actions. Actions speak louder than words. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please, do you have a wazifa to get rid of drugs? Okay, to get rid of, maybe someone's taking drugs and you want them to get out of the habit of taking drugs. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, I'll send you a wazifa for that as well. Inshallah Azza wa Jal. Another reason for deprivation is to eat on a bed whilst you are sitting by the headboard and the food is served towards the direction where you place your feet at the time of sleeping. So another important thing, sometimes on a Sunday we like to have a lay-in. Yeah, why? Because we've got a day off. Remember, try not to waste time. If you wake up normally on a normal day, 7, 8 o'clock to get to work, maybe you don't get your enough sleep. Okay, you offer your Salatul Fajr, and after sunrise you can go to bed for a few hours if you want. But if you want to, sometimes people, they'll be waking up and they'll be sat on the feet side of the bed and they'll start to eat their breakfast or whatever. They can't go downstairs, or even at Sahri time, I can't go downstairs, and then we eat. So eating in the bed, making your bed a dastarkhan is not a good thing to do as well. To bite off the bread instead of breaking it with the hands, those who eat burgers should also take care as well. It is one of the ways of deprivation. Now, how we can do that is when you eat a pizza, vagara, then try to break it with both hands and then eat it, rather than dipping it and eating it like that. Break it with your hand and eat it as well. To use broken clay or porcelain plates, cups, etc., it is makruh to drink water, tea from the side of a cup that is chipped. Do not use the plates, cups, etc. They are cracked, as there are many harmful germs and bacteria that may be embedded within the cracks and may cause diseases. So if there's anything that is in the plates, for example, we have a cup here. Now if the cup is slightly broken from there, and then you do not drink from that cup because it could have germs, and that could be, it's makruh, it's disliked not to clean the used plates or pots, etc., and to wash the hands in the container used for eating. Now this is another thing that sometimes what people do is they'll be having a plate, they've just eaten from there, and now they want to wash their hands, but they can't go to the sink to wash their hands. What they do is they'll pour water onto their hands, and then they'll just wash their hands in the plate. That is not a good thing. For health and safety reasons, I don't think that is a good thing, and it doesn't sound right as well. So just please make sure that we do not wash our hands in such plates as well. To swallow food particles stuck between the teeth after removing them by dental floss or toothpicks, etc. Now if you've eaten something, like just say for example a pizza, and there's something stuck in between them, and you use your toothpick or you use a dental floss, now when you take it out, don't put it back and eat it. That is also a reason for deprivation. Once you take it out, just throw it away, but do not eat that again. Another wazifa that someone asked for blessings and barakat in their life, there is a very beautiful wazifa. Ya Allahu, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahimu. Ya Allahu, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahimu. If you can recite this wazifa, insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, that will be barakat and blessing. Now this wazifa is to be recited on a Friday, and it's supposed to be between Salatul Asr and Salatul Maghrib. So between Asr and Maghrib, recite this wazifa, keep reciting it, face towards the Qibla, and just before Maghrib Salah, lift your hands in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal, make dua, inshallah Azza wa Jal, your dua will be accepted, and whatever problems or calamities that you are facing, inshallah Azza wa Jal, they will be removed as well, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Now someone asked a message regarding their son or their daughter that they may become pious and practicing Muslim and alim deen. There is a wazifa that you can recite as well. Ya Khabiru, Ya Khabiru. Inshallah, before you recite this wazifa, once before and after recite the Rood Pak as well. And before you start to read the wazifa, make sure that you check it with a Sunni scholar if you are reading it properly or not. So Ya Khabiru, Ya Khabiru. Keep reciting the wazifa. Someone sent in a message regarding their son to keep away from drugs, if there's anything that they could read. There's a very beautiful wazifa. Ya Hamidu, Ya Hamidu, Ya Hamidu, 93 times. This wazifa is to be done for minimum 45 days. Inshallah, so that if you have the habit, anything, it's just not for drugs, if you have a habit of alcohol, if you have the habit of lying, if you have the habit of backbiting, whatever it is, try to recite this wazifa, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Allah Ta'ala will give you shifa kamila, inshallah Azza wa Jal. To throw bread at such places where it would be disrespected or trampled by people. Now what happens is people, there's roti left over, there's bread left over, and I've seen children, what they do is, the bread with the hard part of the bread, they'll start to break that off and they'll just eat the inner part of the bread. That is wasting bread, and we shouldn't do that as well. But then what they do is they'll throw it anywhere, try to feed to the birds or something, but do not throw it elsewhere where people can step foot on it. That could be one of the reasons that is going to cause us deprivation. Now, inshallah Azza wa Jal, we are going to show you the wazifa for today, inshallah Azza wa Jal.
You slaves always request for dua.
You'll see the wazifa on your screen. The wazifa of the day today is spiritual remedy for protection against fatal diseases. Write or get La ilaha illallah written 76 times on a piece of paper, put it on into Zamzam water and drink it, insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, you will remain safe from fatal diseases. Now, this wazifa is something that you can send it to other people as well, inshallah Azza wa Jal. The following are the causes that Sayyiduna Burhanuddin Zarnuji rahmatullahi ta'ala has mentioned. To sleep in excess, this can also cause ignorance. Now, sleeping in excess, yani sleeping for more than what you need to sleep for. Now, sometimes, like I said, people, they want to have a lie-in on a Sunday. Chalo ji, aaj ka main apni chutti hai, we'll just have a lie-in today. And then what happens is, we'll be awake, but then we'll go back to sleep again. And then we sleep for too much. Now remember, too much sleep is not good for you as well. Too much sleep, the scholars, they say, too much sleep, too much food, and too much talking is not good for a person. Kam bolo, kam khao, or kam so. These are the three important things that we need to remember. It also causes ignorance as well. And in one narration, I also mentioned that, you are wasting time. When you wake up, try to, wake up, do wudu if you can, and start to do your work as well. The best time to do any task is the morning time. Our pious predecessors, they used to wake up for Fajr Salah, they used to wake up for Tahajjud, and at least for Fajr Salah, and they used to spend their time in doing work, whatever they were reading, their lessons, they were preparing for something. And I've seen that as well, alhamdulillah, I have acted upon that myself as well. The amount of work that could be done early in the morning, very hard during the day. If you wake up at 10, 11 o'clock, that's like half of the day gone. Yeah, that's half of the day gone. And then, we sometimes say, oh, time flies. Yeah, time does fly, but we waste a lot of time as well. So please make sure that, time is of an essence. Remember, Imam Fakhruddin Razi rahmatullahi ta'ala, he says, an ice seller taught me the meaning of innal insana lafi khusr, that every person is in loss. He's the one who told me its meaning. How? Because he used to sell ice, and he was calling out that, oh people, please come and buy my ice before it melts away. And that's what happens. Our life is melting away. Is always melting away. We're always losing. Every year that you celebrate your birthday, in actual fact, you are not celebrating your birthday, but 1 year of your life has vanished. To urinate shamelessly. Those that urinate in public on roadside should pay heed as well. People who have a habit of urinating, standing up, and ma'azallah, they do all sorts. So please try to keep yourselves away from these bad habits as well. To be lazy in picking up fallen crumbs or bits of food from the dining mat. That is why the best tariqah, the best way of breaking a roti is when the plate where you are eating your salan, break it on top of there. Break it on top of there, and inshallah you will see all the crumbs will fall into that plate, and when you're eating your salan, the crumbs will go with them as well. So rather than breaking it elsewhere, or if you have any pieces of bread or roti on the dining mat or the table, make sure you pick it up and you eat them. There are people who are dying because of hunger. Allah Ta'ala has blessed us so much. So please make sure that we do not waste our food, but rather we spend it in the way of Allah Azza wa Jalla, and then all that food we should not be wasting it as well. Ji, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Don't mention my name, I also have headaches. If you are struggling or suffering from headaches, then either that could be the whole head or half of the head. Recite Ya Salamu 11 times and then do dum. You can do it dum on your own self, blow on your hands and take your hands over your head. Recite Ya Salamu only 11 times. Ya Salamu 11 times and do dum on yourself and repeat it. Do this 3 times in total. So repeat it twice again. In total, you need to do it 3 times. If you get better, that's fine. If not, repeat the same amal 7 times. So recite it 7 times Each time you read the wazifa, make sure that you blow on your hands and you take it over your head. If not 7 times, then try to do it 11 times. So it's 3, 7 and 11 times. And inshallah Azza wa Jal. And I've tried this on myself as well. I had a very long day the other day at the office, and because you're constantly looking at the screen and you're trying to multitask. You got this, you got that, and then you do get a headache with that, and then there's some issues that you need to be solving. But then alhamdulillah, I recited this wazifa Ya Salamu 11 times, and I think I did it about 3 times only, and I got better, alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal. So I could say that it worked for me, and if it works for me, inshallah Azza wa Jal, it will work for every other person as well, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Ji, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We have been married for a few years, but not have yet been blessed with any children. Is there anything that we could recite that Allah Ta'ala can bless us with children? Ji, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Recite Ya Awwalu. Ya Awwa. It's not Awwalu. Don't let the teeth touch your bottom lips. Round the lips. Awwalu. Awwalu. So Ya Awwalu, daily 41 times the reciting person will have children, inshallah Azza wa Jal. This wazifa has been mentioned in one of the booklets of Amir al-Sunnah, Daughter Thrown Alive into Well, page number 23. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My son is 2 years old and does not talk. Please can you do istikhara? Ji, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Code name UK. Can we do istikhara for my house to check if we don't have a jinn in my house? Okay, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am in a lot of pain. Can you do istikhara and pray for me? Inshallah Azza wa Jal. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Please, could you help me? I am looking for a good job. If I can find a good job, that will be brilliant. Please keep me in your du'as as well. Inshallah Azza wa Jal. If you recite Surah Ar-Rahman, Surah Ar-Rahman 11 times, inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala will inshallah Azza wa Jal help you and you will find a good job, inshallah Azza wa Jal. So Surah Ar-Rahman 11 times, inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala will help you, inshallah Azza wa Jal, in finding a good job. Now remember, my dear Islam brothers and viewers of Madani Channel, whatever the wazaif that we do give, they are all, remember, you have to read with proper tajweed and pronunciation. If someone his pronunciation is not good, then he will struggle to have the blessings of that as well. Inshallah, as well, we learn some more reasons for deprivation. To burn the peel of an onion or garlic, to sweep one's home with clothes. Yeah, so if you're washing your floor or you're mopping your house, then instead of using a mop, you use clothes. That also brings deprivation as well. To sweep at night. Yeah, to sweep at night, to do, sweeping here could be hoovering. Yeah, so you don't try to hoover at night. Try to make sure that you hoover up in the morning as well. To leave the trash inside the home. Now, this is it's a very bad habit as well. Again, it's to do with health and safety at home as well. So if you've got garbage all stashed up in your home and you're not throwing that out, then what is happening is you're going to have all that garbage, piling up in your home. That could be one of the reasons of deprivation. To walk ahead of the mashayikh, your scholars and the saints. To call parents by their names. Yeah, to call parents by their names, that is also one of the reasons of deprivation as well. Some more istikhara. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Code name Medina Park 12. I want to do istikhara for 2 children. Their names are, we would like to find out if there's a nazar or anything else. Okay, inshallah azza wa jal. Salam, could I do istikhara? Please don't say my name. Always ill, not interested in studying. Code name Sheffield. Inshallah azza wa jal. We'll try to do the istikhara for that as well. Salam, could I do istikhara? Always angry and ill. Code name Birmingham. My name, I have a test soon. I have already failed it before. Please could you give me a wazifa to read so that inshallah I can pass it. Inshallah. Inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala give you barakat. Someone asked for a lot of pain. Inshallah Azawajal. There is a wazifa that you could read. Now you haven't said where the pain is. But if it's a bodily pain, then there is a verse of the Quran. After Salah, recite this ayah 7 times and perform dam on both hands, then rub on the hands of the pain at the area of the pain. So for example, if you've got pain on your shoulders or your back or your stomach, then what you do is you recite this verse of the Quran. لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشعا متصدعا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. It's para number 28, Surah Al-Hashr, verse number 21. It's also written in the Madani Treasure of Blessings, page number 238. So recite this verse 7 times, blow on your hands and massage on the area of pain. Inshallah Azawajal, your pain will reside, it will go away, inshallah, by the will of Allah Azawajal. I'm going to try to give the istikhara results now, inshallah Azawajal. We had an istikhara done earlier, code word Rajab. Code word Rajab, someone regarding their exams. Istikhara has come back as clear, so there is no black magic, no evil eye. It's a test from Allah Azza wa Jal. So please carry on with the test that you have booked for yourself as well. Code word Attari. Someone asked for a wazifa for exams in their taxi. It's clear again, so there's no magic or evil eye on that as well. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal. So please remember that as well. Someone wanted an istikhara for their 2-year-old son who does not talk. The istikhara has been done and it has come back as clear. So again, there's nothing wrong with that as well. MashaAllah Azawajal. We had a message from Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe. Someone I know really well. He's ill, MashaAllah. Allah bless him. It's Azmaish. Ajisab, Azmaish. Azmaish means it's a test from Allah Ta'ala. What do you do in Azmaish? You do sabr. Inna Allaha ma'as sabirin. Indeed, Allah is with those who are patient. So you do sabr, and inshallah, you are taking medications. And this is another problem. Too many medications is not good as well. But whatever your doctor has prescribed. One thing that we need to understand is sometimes, we have people, Chacha ji, Mama ji, Taya in the community, and they say, ye phaki kha ta kya ram hai jaisi. Yeah. So that phaki, we don't even, sometimes it's good for someone, but not good for other people. So make sure that you, instead of listening to everyone, I know this person, whenever he gets ill, he goes, I've got people coming and say, ye khao, jamein khao, ye tuda khao, ye phaki khao. And he goes, I've tried everything, I don't get better. So remember, people can give you these suggestions. Maybe they've ate it themselves. For example, I had a bit of a stomach problem last night because I had a few more bites that I normally have. And what I did was I had a bit of jamein and I know it works for me. And alhamdulillah, I got better. So, but it might not work on someone else. So for me to say, Janab, eat that will benefit you, that might not be the case. Someone also wanted an istikhara. Request was jinn or jadoo or nazar. The istikhara has been done and it has come back as clear. So it has come back as clear. So the other person who had an exam, I think they had a test that they come in, they say that they failed the test already before. Please, could you give me a wazifa? Yes, the wazifa is قَلَّتْ حِيلَتِي أَنْتَ وَسِيلَتِي أَدْرِكْنِي يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ قَلَّتْ حِيلَتِي أَنْتَ وَسِيلَتِي أَدْرِكْنِي يَا رَسُولَ اللَّهِ. So keep reading that wazifa. Inshallah Azza wa Jal, Allah Ta'ala will give you success in your test as well, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Okay, let's go through a few of the deprivations. To stand whilst leaning on the side of the door, to make wuzu in the toilet. How many of us will have a wuzu area in the toilet? I've got it as well. So that also could be a reason of deprivation. To wipe one's face with the clothing one is wearing. So once you've done wuzu, then you get your kurta and then you start wiping your face. To leave spider webs in the home. To be lazy in offering salah. To exit the masjid early after offering salatul fajr. To go to the market very early in the morning. To come back from the marketplace late. To curse children. Some women often curse their children, then they also complain about the lack of blessings in sustenance. So all these kind of things. To commit sins, specifically lies. To put out an oil lamp by blowing. To use a broken comb. Not to make dua for one's parents. To wrap the turban around the head while sitting. To put on the trousers or pajamas while standing. And to avoid performing good deeds. So all these kind of actions are the ones that will give you deprivation. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope you are well and healthy. I want to ask whether you could do istikhara for my uncle. He's extremely antisocial at home and doesn't really interact or speak much with his wife or family members and doesn't pay towards wife's expenses. I want to know whether this is azmaish or nazar. Please don't mention name on TV. Code name Tango. Okay, so inshallah Azza wa Jal, we'll do the istikhara. We've only got a few minutes left, so I hope we can get it done as soon as possible, inshallah Azza wa Jal. Someone wanted an istikhara. Code word was Birmingham. Istikhara has been done and it's come back as clear. Another istikhara has been done. Code name Sheffield. Istihara has come back as clear. So inshallah Azza wa Jal, that will be good as well. Code name Tango. Istihara has come back as clear. So alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, no magic, no evil eye or anything like that. Allah Ta'ala keep us all away from these kind of illnesses and diseases and problems. And inshallah Azza wa Jal, may Allah Ta'ala keep us away from every azmaish and every test, inshallah Azza wa Jal. So alhamdulillah, let's have a short dua because we will need to make dua for a few people that I know, maybe you know a few people who are ill, so that inshallah Azza wa Jal, we can get blessings from Allah Ta'ala for them as well. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wa salatu wa salamu ala sayyidil anbiya wal mursaleen, jazallahu anna sayyidana wa maulana Muhammadan sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam ma huwa ahlu. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, Ya Rahmanu, Ya Rahim, Pyare Aqā alayhi salatu wa salam ke sadke, those who are ill, give them shifa-i kamila. Especially for those people who, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, joined in our program today and made a request for dua. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, grant them shifa-i kamila. Grant them every success in this world and the hereafter. Those who are ill with the coronavirus or any other diseases, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, grant them shifa. Ya Allah, give blessings to our parents, give blessings to our elders, and Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, for those who are struggling with any, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, tests. We had a few test requests. Ya Allah, give them success in every test of this world and the hereafter as well. Those who are finding hard to find a job, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give them a good job, and Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, take care of our sustenance. Ya Allah, whatever we do, we are naqis. Ya Allah, you are kamil. For the sake of your mercy, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, make our life a better life in this world and in the hereafter. Ameen bijahi Nabiyyil Ameen sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. I hope you enjoyed our program today. Hopefully we'll see you next week, same time, same place. Keep watching Madani Channel. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from. May Allah heal you from whatever pain you are suffering from.